Nancy Pelosi's comments this weekend coming as a shock to many people all across America. Listen to this.
Nothing brings more money to the Treasury of the United States than investment in education of the American people. So we have to recognize that. Which cuts really help us and which cuts hurt our future. And cuts in education, scientific research, and the rest are harmful, and they are what are affected by the sequestration. So it is almost a false argument to say we have a spending problem.
So many people heard that and they thought America doesn't have a spending problem then? Here to comment, syndicated columnist and Fox News contributor Deroy Murdock. Good to see you this morning.
Gretchen, good to see you.
What did you make of that? Because there was just a recent Fox poll, in fact, last week we talked about it, that 83% of Americans actually do think that we have a spending problem. They obviously don't see it the way Nancy Pelosi does.
I think Nancy Pelosi, to a degree, is correct. She says that Washington does not have a spending problem. And to a degree, she's right. What Washington has is spending addiction. And she says it's education and so on. No, it's almost everything. The money is pouring out from almost every direction across the country. You've got the green jobs being created, about $575,000 per job created. You had an $833 billion stimulus that stimulated nothing. The unemployment rate on the day of President Obama's first inauguration and second inauguration, in both cases, 7.8%, $833 billion on the road to nowhere. And we have Obamacare coming down the pike at $2.5 trillion. So this is spending that didn't have to happen. Nancy Pelosi and Barack Obama pushed this through, and here we are paying for this. This will be our fifth year, most likely, with deficits above $1 trillion.
The interesting thing, though, about education spending is that I think most Americans would be in favor of putting more money into educating their children if the results proved that we're actually becoming smarter as a society, but we're not. So we spend more money on education, and the kids are doing worse.
It is very paradoxical. We're spending more and more money. The spending rate keeps going up, and you look at test scores, dropout rates, and we're pretty much flat or maybe falling. And you do have some states on a state-by-state basis where they spend less money and have even better results. I think Iowa and Utah are examples of that. Washington, D.C., they're spending something like, I think it's about $18,000 per pupil, number 1 or 2 in spending, and they're number 49, 50, or 51 in terms of academic performance.
What do you think that the president will talk about with regard to spending tomorrow night on the State of the Union?
I think he'll say we need a balanced approach, we need to limit our spending, deficits are a problem, and then he's going to do what he always does, which is spend more money. He gives great speeches. The speeches are wonderful, but you look at the actual actions, and it's ongoing spending, ongoing deficits, about a 50% increase in the national debt. We're up to 16.5 trillion national debt. We'll be at 17 trillion by the end of the year, and I don't think any of his budgets balance at any point. It'd be good to see some fiscal restraint on the part of him and everybody else in Washington, including the Republicans, who ought to look at that 83% figure and actually kill some programs and terminate some of this federal activity, which is wiping us out.
All right. Interesting analysis. Deroy Murdock, thanks so much.
Thank you.